Right, so quick little video for you today. Just felt like recording. I'm going to teach you how to leverage social psychology to almost manipulate people into doing what you want. Manipulating people, but in a nice way, in a harmless way. This only applies to quite a specific situation. This is not something that we use every day. But when this situation comes up, this will work 90% of the time. I use this all throughout university when in the first few months when everyone was getting to know each other. This is really effective. But basically, this specific situation is for when you want to get a lot of people to join in with a particular activity. You're trying to round up a group of people, whether it's for a party or playing sports or to go out one evening, and you want to get a group of people together. Basically, you're the one taking initiative. You're the one sending out the invites, almost leading. But you feel like you're not really getting anything back. No one else is really making an effort. They all seem like they might flake out. They're not enthusiastic about doing it. So I'll give you an example of this, of where most people go wrong. So let's say I'm having a party at my house tonight and I ask someone else if they want to come to this party. I say, do you want to come to my house later for this party? That is completely wrong. That's the opposite of what we want to say. The right thing to say, that is leveraging social psychology to get people to come to this party, is, okay, a bunch of people are coming to my house later. You should definitely come. So you're probably thinking those two sentences just don't sound any different. And that's kind of the point. The facts stay the same. It's just the way we're framing those facts, which is different and which ends up having a completely different effect. Instead of almost asking a question, we're using a statement. We're saying, okay, a bunch of people are already coming to my house. Would you like to come? And I'm telling you, like 90% of the time I use that statement, a bunch of us. People are so much more willing to come. Way more people turned up and they just seem like way more positive and enthusiastic about the whole thing. And I'm going to explain exactly why that is. But first, just to clear up any confusion, when you're inviting people and you're saying this, you don't actually have to have agreed loads of people coming around your house already. I'd say if you can find at least one person and fully convince them to come round, then you can start saying to all these other people, a bunch of us are coming, because the numbers will end up growing anyway when you use that statement. And we're not telling a complete lie. Like, it's going to be more than just us. So it's not really a lie. But I think you'll find that the numbers do grow quite a bit after using this statement. So there's three reasons in particular why this works. So first of all, you're leveraging the herd mentality. At the end of the day, people are just NPCs. They like other people to make decisions for them. So if they feel like something's already going down, then the situation has already been made. If multiple people have agreed to it already, then it must be good. It must be the right decision. It's just social proof. Secondly, it's less pressure on the other person. If you ask someone very directly, do you want to go and do this? It can end up feeling quite intense. It kind of feels like their answer of yes or no is the thing that's going to make or break whether this plan even ends up happening. And that's a lot of pressure for them. And it also kind of implies that they're going to be the only one there. And even if that's not the case, the reality is a lot of people are just scared of one-to-one interaction for whatever reason. They think it's going to be awkward, especially if you don't know the other person that well. So the idea of more people being there is safer. They don't have to be the one talking all the time. And it's also less social commitment because they could just go for a certain amount of time and then leave if they wanted to. And thirdly, it triggers the FOMO response, fear of missing out. So what I found in life is that often the fear of not being included in something is actually a more powerful motivator than like the fun or enjoyment of doing the activity itself. There are so many times in life where I've gone off to do an activity that I didn't even want to do. Like I used to go and play basketball or football at university, even though I was fucking useless at both of them and I didn't really enjoy it. But I used to come along anyway, just because I was afraid of missing out on like the fun social element of it. Even when people don't actually care about the activity itself, they just want to come for like the bonding experience. And I'm telling you, there's no worse pain in the world than hearing about how much fun people had at this party or event or whatever it is, and you're the only one who wasn't there. Everyone's talking about it. They've got all these fun stories and you can't join in one bit. It's a terrible feeling. I still get this with like my friend group talking about all these parties that happened 5 years ago that I didn't go to, how it was like the most legendary night ever. Yeah, I was at home or on holiday with my family or something. So that is it. Use that statement. A bunch of us are doing this to manipulate people into kind of coming along to your event or just doing the activity that you want to do. It's very powerful. I'm about to go away on a solo trip. I'm going to be staying in a hostel and I won't know anyone. So I'm going to be relying on tips like these to turn like a big group of strangers into a fun group that can go out and do like nights out together. But that is all from me today, my friends. I'll see you in the next one.